Hey guys, I came out again just to walk around the area near Asoke. Asoke, I think that's what it's called. No big plans, no checklist, no rushing to see 10 things in one day like most do. It's big, it's a big city, so, take consideration that I'm not as fast as I used to be. I like to explore my area a lot more than, going around to Kausan Road, to Talad Noi, to, who knows where else, Chatuchak Market and so forth. What strikes me immediately every time I step out is how young everybody is. I think I've never seen anybody my age. I'm 65. I never seen anybody at my age out and about, say after, I don't know, 6 o'clock. Except for those that have the food stands. They usually are there to greet me, and I'm telling you, they got some really good food. I mean, 7-Eleven is for the sandwiches, but they're really homemade stuff. They just stand out there. I don't even think they sleep. They stand out there and they just sell you that stuff. Anyway, the area where I'm at is, and I'm going to try to pronounce it, I'm about 100 meters or 200 meters from Srinakharinwirot University. It's up on Sukhumvit area, close to the Clone, close to the canal. Yeah, I mean it's a walkable area. Whether it's safe, that's a different ball game. I mean, the sidewalks are another story. I was walking around today and I just noticed that they're putting down different kind of huge blocks or tiles, if you will, but there's no grout between them. And not only there's no grout, they don't have anything that kind of holds them into place. And they haven't blocked off the sidewalk. This is on the other side of where I'm walking at right now. And what happens is, of course, you let thousands of people walking by every day, you know what's going to happen. You're just going to have to do it all over again. But I'm not an engineer. Oh yeah, here's the bikes. I was checking this out yesterday, and you have to come and scan the code. I'm going to try that tomorrow. I think I have to get a SIM card here. But I'm going to try to do that tomorrow and see if I can rent a bike and then bike around a little bit. Obviously, not on this street. As you see, mobility is the key word here, and that's because there is none if you have problems walking, if you have problems getting around, if you have a wheelchair. Everywhere you look, there's stairs. And I'm not talking about stairs like a couple of short, small steps. We're talking about, it's almost like you walking up the pyramids at some of them. And of course, as you always know, the cars have an advantages here. Cars, motorbikes, buses, what have you. And then you have these lovely little flagmen that flag the traffic down so everybody can get out. As you see, they drive on the opposite side of the street. That's the famous bus, the 136 that's going up and down this road. I like little streets off the main drag. Usually that's where you get some of the best food. This is a Muslim kind of hamburger joint, or a little bit of everything. They had the prices on the regular foods, but as far as the burgers, you had to inquire for the price. So I suspect that was going to be fairly expensive. So I decided not to go in there. I was actually on my way to McDonald's, believe it or not. And this little soy is like a side street, if you will. This little soy, I was here a few years ago, and yeah, and I have been here before a few times, and no, I do not speak Thai, except for Sawadika and Kong Krap or something like that. I say thank you, and they nod back, of course, you know. At my age, I do like Donald Trump. At my age, I'm not going to learn any other languages. No, I'm just kidding. But it is a little bit difficult language to learn, but not impossible. You see 7-Eleven everywhere, of course, and I like the way those are I suspect those are the college or high school students, and they all wear a uniform. Very respectful, very nice kids. I like that. I mean, no matter what everybody's doing here, it's how should I say this? It's quiet. I mean, the noise that you hear if you walk down the street is from the cars, but they don't honk. No, there's no road rage. There's no honking. Of course, there's a lot of pollution, and I feel sorry for these guys that laying down the tiles. As you can see here, they have the cement and they have blocked off a little bit, and then the tiles that they can put down. But it's very treacherous walking, because as you see, you have a tree, then you have the pole, then you have a tiny little space to walk in between, and then you have to halt because there's a car coming or a motorcycle or something. And but you know, there's always everybody is watching out for each other, so I haven't seen anything happening. But considering the congestion, I am very impressed how patient these people are. And here you got some of the cabs. If you're gonna get a cab, make sure you go down to your reception wherever you're staying. Unless you speak Thai, but other than that, you know, I mean, you have to take into consideration that they're probably going to stiff you a little bit, or they're going to, you know, something that costs say 100 baht, they're going to want to have 400 baht for, and so forth. So, but you know, that's the part of traveling that you know that sometimes that's going to happen. Here's a famous sidewalk again, and of course, to the right, they have those. I mean, there's so many coffee shops and different kind of places to quench your thirst wherever you go. So definitely would recommend walking around. It's I find it very, very relaxing just walking around, seeing people, seeing the traffic, and having lived in big cities all around the world all my life, I have found it very, very comforting. Here's the other side of the coin, so to say. This is about 2 blocks away from the main drag where I was before, and this is right by the canals. They have the I call them the canal buses, which is basically a boat that takes you around. And I will take that any day before I take any kind of cab. The buses here and the boats are your best way to, you know, to move around, move about, and see things, and just explore a little bit. I mean, if you have a GPS, or if you have your map on your phone, you can find anything, you know, very, very easy. This is a water salination or filtration of sorts, but I would definitely not recommend you having any accident falling in the water over here. It's God knows what kind of bacteria you have in there. Now, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. It's just that it's you can tell that there's a lot of it's not filthy, but there's a lot of bacteria here. This is what I was talking about. This is the bus, water bus, and these guys cover some serious distances because you know, Bangkok is huge. And this little pathways or walkways or bikeways, whatever you want to call them, they stretch quite a bit. And when they do end, you can usually take a right or a left and then go around the block and then come back on again. So I would definitely recommend that. Being here in March is I think it's the best time of the year for me, because it's just enough. I mean, it's hot. It's about 25 to 30 daily. Here's another little side canal, and you can find different kind of little lizard, pretty big lizards, but you see them everywhere. I'm going to show you in a different video some of them. But it's comfortable, it's nice, I definitely would recommend for you guys who are my age, take a trip if you haven't done it. It's safe, definitely safe, I tell you that. It's very safe. I have never been worried about anything walking around here, except for the cab drivers, of course, but that's, that goes with the territory. They're going to stiff you wherever you go. And this is the bus stop or the boat stop, the ramp where you're waiting for the boat to come by. But you can walk around, and it's really nice, and especially in the evenings now, March the 12th. It's soothing, nice breeze. And of course, Bangkok is developing rapidly. So anyway, this is a little bit of my world. I hope you liked it. You guys have a good one. I will see you soon.